first race, it's Anandit on pole. That's the best place that anybody can start from. He's the quickest driver on the track. So I definitely predict that Anandit is going to win the race.
Welcome back. Well, that was Rayo giving his perspective and take on race 3. Now remember, he is the coach of all the drivers this season for the Volkswagen Vento Cup 2015. You agree with Rayo on most occasions, Suresh?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he knows these drivers inside out, and so definitely he's a guy that knows, he's got his finger on the pulse for sure.
Right. Now, what's going to be the highlight of this particular race? What do you think that the viewers should really watch out for?
See, I think the big thing is going to be now they all are familiar with the cars, they're used to the conditions, so you know there are a couple of unknowns that you don't have anymore. So they also know the strengths and weaknesses of each of the drivers, so it should be interesting.
Right, a tough qualifying for the drivers. Temperatures were also soaring. Well, Anandit on pole, second on the table at this point in time. Would the pressure be on him? There's so much to look forward to in race number 3. Let's have a look at it.
This is round 2 of the VW Vento R Cup. The Vento Cup has replaced the Polo R Cup. The idea is to go faster, and Volkswagen have brought in the Ventos. And what a class act this has been. Anit Reddy, car number 25, will start in pole position. Car number 19, Sailesh Boliseri, will start on P2. Raghav Sharma, car number 22, will start on P3. Ishan, car number 17, will start on P4. Karminder Singh, car number 23, will start on P5. We're just moments away for the start. The start is always going to be crucial because moving into turn number 1, you always have a chance to control and dominate the race if you have a good start. Alright, eyes are back on the lights. They should be off any moment. The most important part of the race is always the start. Off they go. Car number 25 has a good start. Sailesh has a good start as well. Raghav Sharma seems to be struggling because he's already been challenged for his opening position. As they head off into turn number 1, this is going to be a very, very crowded turn number 1. Look at the number of cars. In fact, for the fight for the 5th and 6th, it's going to be 3 to 4 cars going to be touching each other. Oh my God, car number 2. Well, that is almost had a little bumper falling off. Car number 19 will immediately retire. Sailesh Boliseti, who almost was with the leaderboard in the championship, has now retired at least in the corner number 2. This is big news as car number 25 really takes advantage of a very, very good start and somehow managed to pull away a little bit. And he's doing a very fairly good job trying to extend his lead over the nearest rival. Ishan slowly moves into position number 2. And further down the order, Raghav Sharma is doing well in position number 3 and 4 for a very brief moment. Neha Dabas, one of the girls who've been taking part in the Vento R Cup, doing well. Sunday fighting on for the 14th and the 15th. This is a very important corner on the Karim Motor Speedway because you're carrying as much as speed. And just as much you're carrying speed, you've got to have a very strong exit. We also call it very much the Mickey Mouse corner. Now this is corner number 2. We're still looking at Anit Reddy, still extending the lead, but the rest of the guys are not letting him run away with this race for the moment. Car number 25, Anit Reddy from Hyderabad, looks set to dominate. But look at the fight that we're talking about right towards the end. Car number 10, that is Siddharth Balasundaram from Coimbatore, hometown boy, will be hoping that his fortune changes just a little bit. Car number 25 going over the limit. Look at the amount of times that he's been able to push that car on that curves there. Braking late on that apex. Just one more corner before they come down to the home straight very quickly. Now this is crucial as the fight for the 4th and the 5th is going to be too close to call. One of the cars has just raced the wheels and also the bumpers off. And that car is definitely going to go in for a retirement for sure. Unless and until the bumper falls off itself. A lot of thought been gone into putting these races together. In fact, when the Polo R Cup started, it was at the Buddh International Circuit where everything began. And now this championship has accepted into an iconic status. So then, Raghav Sharma slowly moved himself to position number 4. He is definitely going to be challenging for the 3rd position. There's going to be a very, very crowded 2nd place finish. As one of the cars comes outside turn number 7 and 8. This is going to be pretty much interesting. And in no time, there's an accident. One of the cars just moves off the track, weaves out of the track. That's car number 3. Oh my God, he's also taken Raghav Sharma with him. Car number 22, that is. Look at that impact. Oh, car number 3, Harkishan Wari, not very, very happy with himself. You'll always tend to make those mistakes at such high speed. It was a split-second decision, but I feel bad for Raghav Sharma because he had a very possibility of finishing on the podium. Well, we're all set for a full race start. under the safety car condition. So then, the safety car is right here on top, and will be waiting for a complete restart in just a bit. So then the green flag is out, and we're back to what we love to do and love to watch on television, racing. It's going to be again close bumper to bumper action. The best part is every other time when we've seen these wonderful cars, the Ventos, come out, you can guarantee yourself there is going to be a close end wheel to wheel, side by side, almost jumping into the same corner action, and a lot of cliffhanger contest towards the end. In fact, we've had moments where we had to go back to our photographs to figure out who wins a particular place in a particular position. Now, all that aside, Anit Reddy will have to work hard again. Remember when the race was called off and had a complete restart, Anit Reddy had built up about 25 to 30 meters. Now he's got to start from ground zero. So then changes quite a few as car number 23, Karminder Singh, car number 22 and 3 are not in the grid. So then the safety car comes into the pit lane. Remember, the moment the safety car comes into the pit lane, the race is a go. Okay, we're all go. It's the green flag around, so that means we all set for good end action. As we see car number 25 extending his lead on to the home straight itself. What a way to start about it. He knows he needs to keep that lead with himself. Looks like Ishan is also trying to catch up, but the lead is almost like 3 car lengths and make that 4 car lengths for the moment. Now the fight for the second and third is going to be between Ishan and Karminder. Karminder not letting Ishan run away with the fight for the second position. But Karminder, remember, he started this race somewhere at 6 or 7 and now in position number 3. Has he done enough to hold on to position number 3? Looks like Vignesh Devarajan has lost a few positions. Car number 9 struggling to get out. That's Neha Dabas fighting now for the 13th position. Will she be able to move a position up higher? That's car number 4 at the moment. That's Amit Patil. Amit Patil was just passed by Neha Dabas in the previous lap for the fight for the 13th and the 14th position. As they come across, it's car number 5 on your screens. A very, very difficult drive for car number 5 so far, but he's managed to keep it well. That is Chivang Lama all the way down from Sikkim. We have different wonderful racing drivers from various parts of the country. Loving the fact that they're racing on this wonderful, beautiful track. Look how beautiful this track is. Wonderfully set around with grooves. In fact, on this particular track, you stand in any positions, you will be able to see most part of the track and most part of the racing action. And it's a driver's delight, racer's delight, I must say. So much of testing happens here. All right, car number 25, as I'm talking right now slowly getting into on by Ishan Dodiwala. Karminder Singh has lost a little pace. He will not be able to catch up with Ishan, but Ishan piling on the pressure with Anit Reddy trying to run away from the scene. Anit Reddy looks back into his mirrors and he knows he can see this blue car there. It is very, very difficult for Ishan to hold on to Anit, but Anit is doing all that he can. Now, Anit is extending and responding to that pressure. Can he go faster than his usual self? It's from 4 car lengths. Ishan has just brought it down to 2 car lengths. Has Ishan got the fastest lap time of the race? Yes, he has. 1 minute 13.550. In just a bit, Anit Reddy has to respond to that pressure. If he's able to do that, the pressure will be back on Ishan. Anit Reddy goes fastest, 1 minute 13.298. We are going to be counting down to the last couple of laps. In fact, moments away from the checkered flag. Can Anit Reddy hold back for a little bit while? The psychology of races, when somebody is chasing you from behind, you always tend to go faster than usual. And when you are hurried into a corner, you tend to make those mistakes. And it's always about reflex memory. It's always about how quick you react to those situations. Car number 23, Karminder Singh, has done a fairly good job starting from 7 or 8 into position number 3. May not be able to challenge for the 1 and 2 positions, but definitely he's going to finish at number 3. All he's got to do is get the car home. Okay, this is the big lap, the last one. Anit Reddy has done the homework. Can Ishan make the final assault here? Will it make it count, or will Anit Reddy hold off? Karminder Singh is at distant number 3. off your screens, you're seeing a battle between Ritvik Thomas versus Vignesh Devarajan for the fight for the 4th and the 5th. This is going to come to a very, very close end as car number 25 still extending that lead over car number 17. Ishan is doing all that he can to hold on to that second position. He's trying his level best to catch up Anit, but Anit Reddy has done a perfect last, parking the car on the track where Ishan doesn't want to see it. So then, here comes in just a moment, couple of moments away, we're going to see the checkered flag being waved to Anit Reddy from Hyderabad. And in fact, it'll be 2 Hyderabadis who want to win this one. Anit Reddy takes the checkered flag with Ishan. Another Hyderabadi takes the checkered flag too at position number 2. Karminder Singh finishes at position number 3.
Well, it's been an exhilarating race, but surely it wouldn't have pleased you, Suresh. That's because there were a lot of accidents as well this time around. But Anandit is the man once again on pole position and qualifiers and expectedly doing a good job of it as well in the race.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think Anandit drove really well. I mean, as did the top 3. I mean, Ishan and Karminder drove really well as well. But yeah, I'm not really happy with the way the rest of them drove with all the accidents. You know, it's expensive to fix those cars. Right. So, but no, I think, you know, from a spectator's point of view, it's very exciting, but a lot of damage that shouldn't have happened.
Right. On that note, we need to head into a short break, but when we come back on the other side, the moment the drivers really wait for, standing on the podium and of course addressing the media as well, all of that, the results, when we come back on the other side, stay tuned, don't go anywhere.